Internal divisions within a party rarely break to the surface, but this one has been simmering for some time. Fabian Picardo has made it clear he won't lead the GSLP into the next general election and has publicly suggested that Gemma Arias-Vasquez could become Gibraltar's first female chief minister. Last summer, Nigel Feetham signalled his intention to enter the leadership race once Mr Picardo steps down, while Ms Arias-Vasquez has steadfastly refused to be drawn into the debate. But his interview with the Gibraltar Chronicle has pushed the GSLP leadership contest firmly back into the spotlight, with Mr Feetham declaring himself the strongest candidate. He says, "I believe that I have the electoral appeal to the broadest section of our community, cutting across party lines." Mr Feetham told the paper that many people believed Mr Picardo was overtly favouring Ms Arias-Vasquez, something he was constantly reminded of, even if he did his best to ignore the gossip. However, he highlights how the Health and Care Minister is routinely asked by the Chief Minister to stand in for him at numerous high-profile events, raising her own profile in the process, both locally and internationally. He says while Mr Picardo is naturally entitled to express a view on the contest, the inescapable conclusion for many is that the Chief Minister was taking sides even before it started, meaning it's not a fair race. GBC reached out to Fabian Picardo for comment. He said, "The first choice to represent the Chief Minister in his absence is the Deputy Chief Minister. If the Deputy Chief Minister is not available, the Chief Minister determines who represents him based principally on the portfolios each individual has." He said Ms Arias-Vasquez has the business portfolio and she represents the Chief Minister in matters related to that. Additionally, Ms Arias-Vasquez is available in Gibraltar at the weekends and is able to represent the Chief Minister at weekends when he is not available. Mr Picardo says any reporting suggestion of any favouritism in the representation of the Chief Minister is therefore based on idle gossip, which should not be taken seriously. He adds, the future leadership of the GSLP is a matter for the members of the GSLP and is not an issue for the government. For her part, Gemma Arias-Vasquez told GBC there is currently no vacancy for the GSLP leadership. She says, "My priority is focusing on my ministerial portfolios, which is the reason I got into politics." She says, "This morning I announced a 14-week reduction in surgical waiting times at the GHA. I am also driving forward new business opportunities, including support for startups, with plans to host Gibraltar's first ever dedicated business event in London later this year." In September, Ms Arias-Vasquez says she will make several announcements, each aimed at further improving the services we provide in all the portfolios I am responsible for. The GSLP chooses its leader every 2 years at its AGM, with the last one held in November 2024. Mr Picardo has so far stood uncontested, but with his intention to step down, it's clear the pieces are already starting to move on the party's political chessboard.